Hey guys, Matt here. Now, I did my Twisted Metal for the PlayStation 3 unboxing, but now that I've had a couple days to play it, it's time for the review. Now, I said I was a big Twisted Metal fan, and you can believe me when I say that, but I'm not going to say I'm the biggest Twisted Metal fan, because I'm sure there are people that will say, oh no you're not, I'm bigger, or they'll disagree with me, or what have you. Regardless, I've been playing Twisted Metal games since they first came out in 1995, and I'm pretty sure Twisted Metal 1 was the very first, if not one of the very first games to come out for the PlayStation 1, and ever since then, every year there's been a new title. I've been anxious to play it. Some I've loved, for example, Twisted Metal 2 and Twisted Metal Black. Some I didn't like as much, Twisted Metal 3 or Twisted Metal Small Brawl. And I would really recommend any of them to anyone that likes action shooter games or people that just didn't really like Vigilante 8. Now, like I said in my unboxing, my first expectations of the new Twisted Metal for the PlayStation 3 was that it was going to be a bigger, better, expanded version of Twisted Metal Black. I figured all the same characters would come back. You Junkyard Dog, Crazy 8, Warthog, Axel, Sweet Tooth, Mr. Grimm, you know, everyone. And I figured their stories would be more intertwined or maybe even darker than the last game. But unfortunately, one of the biggest letdowns of this title is the story mode. Besides that, I loved everything about this game. Now, as far as Twisted Metal for the PlayStation 3 goes, every time somebody asks me, hey, did you pick up new Twisted Metal? I can gladly say, yes, I did. And when they say, what'd you think of it? My reply is always the same. I loved it. This game has really redefined the Twisted Metal genre. The multiplayer, the action in the story mode, the online play, this game is so much fun. The online play is something that I really welcomed because you have various match types from Team Deathmatch or this new Hunted or Nuke mode, which are like Capture the Flag and King of the Hill. And they're just really fun because you can play up to, let me check it out, okay, 2 to 16 players online. And it's really fun and enjoyable. And every time I get home, I call my friend up and I'm like, hey, you gonna hop on Twisted Metal? He used to play Call of Duty all the time, but now he's playing Twisted Metal, and it's awesome. Another thing I really liked about this game was the soundtrack, the music. We've got artists like Rob Zombie coming back, Judas Priest, Avenged Sevenfold, even Sammy Hagar's version of Van Halen. All the songs in this game really fit the mood and the tone of the game. It's like, we're not going to play some wimpy, dinky music. No, in all the levels you're going to get hard, thrashing, you know, music that you would kill people to. I got this game, I went over to a buddy's house, and me and two other guys, we played this game, and after an hour of multiplayer, we were all blown away, and I already had them saying, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this. When do I get paid? Okay, I'm going to buy this when I get paid. And then we started story mode, and just, we were so caught off guard by the story mode. I mean, I loved how it was an actual story, but I liked even more how the levels progressed, how the levels seemingly got harder and harder. Now, story mode does have a huge flaw. It's probably, to me, the hugest flaw in this game, where the story mode is only about 3 characters, Sweet Tooth, Dollface, and in this game, he's called Reaper, but Mr. Grimm. Now, as you play through the story mode, you can pick as many vehicles as you want to play as, but unfortunately, the drivers are always Sweet Tooth, Dollface, or Mr. Grimm. It's kind of funny seeing Dollface in, you know, Axel's wheels or Reaper behind the ice cream truck. It's just not the same for me. I really wished we had all the old drivers in their vehicles. Warthog, Crimson Fury, Spectre maybe, Roadkill. I wish, you know, they had their own storylines, because I missed all the old various wishes. But in this one, you can play as their vehicles as often as you like, but there's only 3 types of drivers, and that really disappointed me. The Twisted Metal game also brings customization to the vehicles. Not only can you change the color and paint job of your vehicles, but you can also upgrade the sidearm, or in the other games, you know how you had the standard machine gun, the things? Well, in this one you can upgrade it to either a shotgun or a magnum or even rocket. So no longer are they the boring machine guns, you know, that fires one after another, but they're more interesting and they're just cooler to have. The thing I really liked about this game were the power-ups. I'm glad they didn't go too overboard and try to invent and create new power-ups or different types of things you can get for your car. I liked how the homing missiles, the detonated bombs, the specials, the power missiles, and the fire missiles stayed the same. I liked how they changed the ricochets to, instead of being an old school black bomb that just bounced everywhere, this was like a RC car, one of those that where it hits a wall, it flips over. It was like that. It was cool. The napalm is, again, like just metal black, the barrel that you can detonate. And I like how on the D-pad you can use, up is the freeze, or it's like a electrical charge that shuts the cars down. I like how if you push right, it's shield, and left is proximity mine. Also, like in the levels, the health pickups are on your radar, and they brought back, well, they didn't bring it back, but the idea of the health truck. In the first one, to get health, you had to go on a platform, and it would like electrocute your car, and it would recharge you. But in this one, you have a moving target that gives you health that you have to catch up to. So it was really, really interesting. Now, even though Twisted Metal for the PlayStation 3 takes a lot after Twisted Metal Black, a lot of the vehicles from that are in this, I still kind of wished we got to see Hammerhead or Mr. Slam or maybe even Darktooth, but I think the Twisted Metal genre is maturing more into the adult setting and getting away from the kiddish type of games. But regardless, Twisted Metal is a fun, great time. I made plans with a friend of mine the other day to bring my PlayStation over to his house and have a LAN party, because just playing online and playing with friends just makes Twisted Metal so much fun. Now, I don't usually rate games, but from a rating of a 1 to a 10, I'm going to give Twisted Metal a 9 out of 10. This game was so much fun. I really couldn't have asked of anything more from this. I just hope in the next game the story modes are more developed and there's just more characters. They can keep the amount of levels, that way it makes it harder, but I want to be able to play as Sweet Tooth and Needles Kane in one level and Roadkill and Marcus Kane in the next. So, that's just me. So, did you play Twisted Metal yet? What did you think of it? What's your favorite Twisted Metal game of all time? Leave me a comment below, and until next time, guys, see ya.